It is the summer of 1964. Tensions are high, and the civil rights movement is at a turning point.
Three-quarters of the Freedom Summer volunteers were upper-middle-class privileged white students from well-to-do families. There were two groups of 300 students, and they were required to bring $150 for bail, as well as money for living expenses, medical bills, and transportation home. Bob Moses outlined the goals of this project as he spoke to a group of potential volunteers at Stanford University. To expand black voter registration in the state, to organize a legally constituted Freedom Democratic Party that would challenge the whites-only Mississippi Democratic Party, to establish freedom schools to teach reading and math to black children, to open community centers where poor local blacks could obtain legal and medical assistance.
SNCC workers start preparing the young and naive volunteers for the dangers that lay ahead in Mississippi. Cover your head, your groin, roll up in a knot and hit the ground. Head as close to your knees as possible, legs together. Because the leg sticking out can be broken with one quick step. Don't carry watches, pens, glasses, and never more than $5 to $10. No sandals. They stop you from running. A t-shirt may save you some skin if you're being dragged on your stomach. If you're caught from behind, go limp. If your friend's getting hit in the head, fall on him. Watch for cars without plates and cops without badges. Never be the last to leave a meeting. Never leave alone.
Despite the efforts of the SNCC workers, the gravity of the situation in Mississippi was still denied its full respect. In the first days of training, there was a definite separation between the black SNCC workers and the white volunteers. The SNCC workers already had done so much work. Why would they need these white students? We felt that with young people coming in with no knowledge of the South or Mississippi, that this would be very dangerous. And based on those and other reasons, we felt that we should not have an influx of white Northerners coming down to Mississippi, as we would say, taking over the movement, and after 3 or 4 months be gone. When the dust settles, we would be left to sweep up the particles.
In the first 2 days of training, there was a noticeable tension between the volunteers and the staff. Then Tuesday night, we saw a movie made by CBS Reports describing how the Negro was discriminated against in Mississippi in regard to voting. Some of the film was absolutely ridiculous and ludicrous. A big, fat, really fat, and ugly white county registrar prevents Negroes from voting. The stupid, really completely irrational and dishonest views of some white Southerners, and so on. 6 of the staff members got up and walked out of the movie because it was so real to them, while we laughed because it was so completely foreign to us. If anyone had said what they did in the movie, we in the North would lock them up or dismiss them completely. But this is the way so many white Southerners think. After the movie, one of the staff told us why they had walked out, and it shook some of us up. We were afraid the whole movement was going to fall apart.
Everything changed with the announcement that the 3 civil rights workers had gone missing. June 21st, as 300 volunteers prepared to head down to Mississippi, 2 Corps workers and 1 volunteer disappeared. Michael Schwerner, Andrew Goodman, and James Chaney, jailed for speeding charges after investigating a church burning, were later released. What happened next was unknown. I may be killed. You may be killed. The whole staff may go. James Foreman. All I can say is that I'll be there too. Bob Moses. Something happened. The whites began to comprehend what it was like to be a Negro in 1964 in Mississippi.
Y'all know what my child was doing? He was trying for us all to make a better living. And he had two fellas from New York. Had their own home and everything. Didn't have nothing to worry. But they come here to help us. Did y'all know they come here to help us? They died for us.
We had come together because we couldn't join hands down there. It had to be here. We came together because we had to.